time. Just after 4 o'clock. 4 p.m. East Coast. Very nice. Not off. Hey everyone, Boom Sign here. Welcome to the channel. So, I've had a few requests statements that said, "Hey, you don't go live anymore with sorting cards." I've been going live with gaming videos and stuff like that too. So, but anyway, it is Tuesday, and so I figured I got to do more work anyway. So let's do it in the garage. And so sorting also requires, in my instance, wait, why can't comments? I got to turn comments on so I can see the comments. There we go. Requires that you also have to do some rearranging, like that stack behind me now has to get moved to the other side of the room. So I'm gonna work on that, as well as sorting some cards. So first off, you're just going to want to move hopefully like one whole stack, and well, it's going to go right over, almost directly across from me. The stack used to be bigger. I had it all the way out over here, a whole bunch. I got those cleared out. Now it's time to move these over. I still have stuff from that side that has to be moved over. Now you say to yourself, why are you moving? Why are you playing the old shell game? Because the ones over there are the ones that are like commons, whatever stuff. I'm not going to ever probably put in my store. There might be a few that slip through the crack, but for the most part, see ya, dumpster. I don't care, right? Kind of thing. So yeah, let's get crack-a-lackin', shall we? Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Comments are always appreciated, and yeah, give me a do. So, and ladies, if there's any ladies out there, and some of you guys, try not to stare at my butt too much. All right, all right. We know it might happen, but I don't get smacked in the head with a board or whatever else I got up here then. All right. One down. Get all this stuff that I use to help keep the stacks level. Two. Three. 4. 5. Just in case you guys were wondering, they're full. They're all filled. So guys, there might be time from time to time I have to go check on my dog, but maybe my wife's up. Down. She went upstairs for a little bit. And the dog's downstairs. And to be honest, he's still a puppy, even though he's really big now. I hear banging. I gotta go check that out. Someone's banging. Hold on. Everything all right? I heard thumping. Okay. You know what? Okie dokie. All right, I am live though. All right, Jeff, I never go live anymore, but I'm moving stuff around. Well, but I'm moving stuff over to the other side, making room for my other stuff. So, yeah, I'm. I know. Yeah. No, later. It's only just after 4 o'clock. Yeah, get your stuff done. Don't you fall. I don't want to pick up that mess. That's enough. That's enough for now. All right, let's get down to what you guys came here for. So, I do have a little bit of a mess here because, got to move stuff to get the stuff. Okay. And I need a box to put stuff in. Oh, here it is. Oh, I think this is the box I'm using. This is my put into box. All right, and these are boxes that I've already kind of went through. Kind of. Trip over extension cords. I just got to jockey stuff over this table so that you guys can kind of see better what's going on. All right. Rudinovsky. Move my drink. Put this back here. There we go. All right, now we're going to switch the camera so y'all can see the boxes, the cards. We moved enough, right? For now. Not fast enough for the wife, though. Said can't move fast enough. I don't know if you heard that or not. But anyway, switching cameras. Okay, there we go. And now we get to see what we all came to see. Now, I've kind of went through this box before. I think I may have showed it, but I didn't. I don't think I sorted it. So I got to get the box better. Sorry, hold on. Still got to make it home. There. But these binders, I've got to find a better home for now. Just moving on. Okay. Rudinovsky. I got my phone here. Let's move this. All right. So there we are. This is the box you're going to go through. And I'll kind of keep my mouse over here out of the way. And yeah, like you're gonna see a lot of cards that you guys might think are cool. Now I gotta flip my dip again. Okay, let's see. There you go, because I want you guys to see what I'm saying. There we go. Piece of cake. Now I wish this could zoom in more, but guys, that is the maximum zoom I can get out of this camera. So I don't know. I bought this, and I may have to get a different one that has a zoom, even though this is not that old. All right, so I'll just hold them up here. 87 Dunruss. Who cares? Corey Dunlop plays for Ogden. Minor league card. Just Minors is the company. He plays for the team called the Raptors. You're gonna have to get a Raptor. Now, being Ogden, I would think Utah. This is 2004, so it's a 2005 card. There's another one, Brad Davis, Jamestown Jammers. Okay. Check these. Sometimes you can tell by the front they're different colors on these, if they're the promo cards or not. This is a plastic card. It's pretty cool. Clear made them. Item sold for $1.79. 2006 Topps number 16, Johnny someone. Damon maybe. I wasn't doing anything with these, but I figured I'm gonna set them aside and put them in the binder. Omar Vizquel. 83s, they get put aside. So cards from the 80s on up is what I've been, 80s on down, I should say, kind of will go. And these, the first couple years of the Bowman, I'll pull them and set them aside. If it's an update card, I'll pull them as well. Other than that, there got to be a Hall of Famer or some of these. I'll even put, if I get some of these, I put these in the binder in the back because that's part of the set. Heritage rookie. You know, I don't know what to do with these. Someone mentioned something about heritage cards, so I've been just pulling them out in case someone wants some heritage cards through, you know, just here on this channel. And that card looks green, but that's because it's reflecting off my shirt. It's actually just a silver foil. Cardinals rookie Eli Marrero, RTPP. If it's kind of a insert card or something like that, I set it off to the side. I should be, and I haven't been, pulling all Philadelphia teams cards and setting them off to the side to set up a Philadelphia boxes for when I get set up at card shows. I can just have Philadelphia player box, people for like dime boxes, and throw all the Johnny Crooks in and Kevin Stalker. This is I don't know, rookie traded type set. This is archives or whatever this is. I don't know. You put that there. Mini card. I've been throwing them somewhere. Yeah, in there. Another mini leaders card. Jamie D'Antonia. Let's see, D'Antonia. Benito Santiago. Kent Herbeck running his ass off for a pop-up. Sonny Gray, Chrome from 2022. Topps Chrome. Here's a Max Muncy, same thing. 2022. So this is 2022. And this is 2022. I'll pull the Muncy. I don't care. No. I like Sonny Gray. He stunk as a Yankee, so he stinks in my book. All these got dinged corners on it. So even though they may be like a gold, these parallel, all the corners have been dinged up. Dan Johnson. Steve Finley. Jack Wilson, like Hack Wilson. Great grandson of Hack Wilson. Don't quote me on that. It could be false news, fake news. Opening day of Tony Batista from 05. Victor Martinez yelling at someone. Kerry Wood. Todd Walker. We're not gonna name out every guy. Bay. There's like this. Like yesterday came across a whole bunch of Pat Burrell cards. I really should start putting Phillies. Guys in Philly uniform. Here's a first Bowman Chrome card of Justin Ruggiano, whatever. It's Italian. Alfonso Soriano. Bob Abreu. He's in a Yankee uniform there, but he's probably better known as a Philly. And he's on the list for induction into Hall of Fame. He just hasn't been voted in yet, so who knows what's going on with that. Matt Holliday, Todd Helton, Casey Fossum. Never heard of him. Jerry Harrison Jr. Here's a Topps Chrome of John Wetland from 99 Topps. First card of Wayne Leiden, whatever. Jose Guillen. Manager cards. I know people out there collect manager cards too. Xavier Naday. Ted Lilly. And if anybody out there wants to join in, show some of your cards or whatnot, I ain't got a problem with that. Just hit me up in the chat. All right. Brian Giles. Here's another opening day of Alex Gordon. Mark Mulder opening day. I know it stinks we can't get this any lower. Ian Schnell, Scott Olson, Aubrey Huff. Bob Guerin, former Yankee catcher, right? Manager card. And Ramirez is a rookie card. Suppose you have Delman Young. Josh Beckett, opening day. Kenji Jojima. Is he Japanese? Yes, he is. So I had a request from someone who wanted Japanese player cards. So I'm putting a bunch of them together. Because if you're going to send one trip to Japan, you might as well make it worth the while, the expense, right? Topps Gallery, Juan Yepes, whatever. Rookie card of Zach Thompson. Zach Short. We got back-to-back Zachs. So we have another back. We got two Zach back-to-back rookie cards. John Gray, Topps Chrome. Justin Time Turner. Logan Gilbert. Oh, there's a third Zach. Okay. We got back-to-back Zachs. Now we're on the Zach drive. Ready? We have Zach Lothar, spelled Z-A-C. This Zach Short is Z-A-C-K. All spelled differently. And this Zach is Z-A-C-H. How many other different spellings of Zach are there? Here's a Donruss Diamond King, Luis Giolito. It's a foil one. I guess that's a parallel. Here's Joe Ryan rookie card. Jake Berger rookie card. I probably should be pulling the rookie cards too because people just buy rookie cards, right? Here's another Japanese player from Osaka, Japan. Kenta Maeda. Jonathan Loizaga. I don't think he's a Yankee anymore, but these are update set cards. Are these updates too? No, just these are. I'm going to assume they're all updates. Yes. So updates go because they'll end up in my binder. So I'm just going to pull them. They'll go in the back of the binder. Because I didn't buy any of the update stuff, so we'll see what I can put together. Here's a parallel of walk-off profile Orioles past Athletics. What a Rutsch. Rutsch. R-U-T-S-C-H exclamation point. I guess it's Rush, the catcher. It's part of the update, and that's a blue parallel. More updates. Domingo Germán. I think he's still with the Yankees. I think they traded his butt away. William Contreras. Update. Dylan Moore. Andrew Benintendi. He still he ain't hanging around anymore, I'm sure. Nick Ahmed and Emando Sosa celebrating. And Kyle Stower's rookie card. Not update, but it's a parallel. US 2. It's the second card in the set there. That dude. All right, so yeah, looking on my way. Who's this? Lorenzo Cain. It's a heritage card. I don't know, guys. Heritage. I have about 1,000 heritage cards upstairs. Now, what you got to look for these here on these 88 Donruss is whether they're factory or they're from the packs. Factory ones will sometimes, not every card, will have this black part of the border that'll be swapped from the packs. Not all of them are like that. Now, this is in a sleeve, so I'm not sure if it's pack or factory. Some more heritage cards here. Anybody good here? Jalen Beeks, Jesus Luzardo, Kyle Gibson, Sandy Alcantara, Jason Kipnis, Brandon Crawford, Tommy Edman. But then they're heritage cards. Mike Moustakas. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Jared Walsh, Joey Gallo. There's that stinking Sonny Gray again. Dansby Swanson. I've been pulling the Swanson cards. Isaiah Falefa, BJ Surhoff, Luis Castillo. Here's a Philly, Brandon Marsh. Philly gonna start doing that. There's George Kirby, Future Stars. Michael Grove. I don't know. Here's a cool one. Johan Santana. It's kind of like a hockey back, but it's O-Pee-Chee baseball. But it looks like a hockey card, 70s hockey. Who's this guy? Scott Posednik. There you go. Adam Wainwright, rookie card. I got tons of rookie cards. I could probably fill a separate eBay store, a second eBay store with just rookie cards. Opening day, San Francisco Giants and San Diego Padres. OD 15. I don't know if it's special because it's got the blue and chrome border. Probably is. Carlos Beltran. I have not been pulling Carlos Beltran cards. I don't know if I should be or not. If anybody out there in the comments think I should, maybe you should let me know. Because I know he's eligible for the Hall of Fame. I just don't know if he's got the... I never followed the guy. Jeff Conan. I hate him. Hate him with a passion. And here's some propaganda pieces. Conan because he helped the Marlins beat my Yankees. Hate him. Hate him. Hate him. These can go on this side. That's where we started this side. And pass over, skip over any sillies on the way out. If I did, oh well. I'll pick them up later. Here's a propaganda piece with the anti-theft device attached to it. That's a 1-of-1. I should list that. What do you think? eBay 1-of-1? I think so. I think it'll go. See, this one doesn't have it. It doesn't have it. This one's got it. See? It's definitely 1-of-1. Carl Pavano as a Yankee. Johnny Estrada, Panini Prestige, or Playoff Prestige, sorry. Henry Ramirez, Holiday again, Casey, JP, some guy named Garco, Ryan Garco, Matt Cain, Rich Hill, Garrett Anderson, Mr. Anderson to you. There's another one. Nice. See? Buy one, get two free. There's Hack Wilson's great grandson. There's a Philly, Danny Sandoval. Vargas. Here's Michael Young, who was a good ball player for Texas when he played, I guess. Milton Bradley, not the owner of the game name. And then we've got a whole bunch of these. I'm not going to look for the partial blacklist borders. I spent a lot of time looking for partial blacklist borders. And only accidentally found one without looking for it a couple years back, which was my Frank Thomas. So, yeah, I'm not going to waste my time looking for those again, ever again. Well, yes, it's the brand new pack. And these, the corners are roughed up on, so really not gonna. Corners are all a little muffed, as John Jobs would say. It's a little muffed there. Yeah, muffed up to the point where I just don't want to really even mess with these. Look. You see the corner? See how it's. Just trust me, it's marked. No. They're marked. All fuzzy. Civil War, Mitch Williams. There we go. Civil War, Mitch Williams. All right, who's this? Cornelius Carradine. Looks like a football player to me. San Francisco, yeah, football. Never heard of him. Steelers, Willie Parker. Buffed up corners, nope. This guy's in a sleeve. Ooh, Supreme, whatever. SUPR, yeah, Supreme. Edge Supreme. Gold ingot. Terry Glenn. 077. I don't know what that means, what it all stands for. Who's this guy? Nikabinga Sue. Oh, Dominic. Yeah, that guy who steps on people and kicks them and stuff. Dominic and Sue. Manfred Bergsmuller. Who's that? This fire. So it's a soccer card. College, none. Born December 22nd, 1949. Year first. It's a rookie card. He's 5'10", 150. Whoever Manfred Bergsmuller is. That is weird. That can't be right. At the age of 46, after 25 years of European football, read soccer, Manfred tries to light Rhine's fire in American football. Oh, okay. All right. Who's this guy? Jordan Cameron. It's muffed up. Who's this guy? Marcus Mariota. Robert Quinn. The Mighty Quinn. Score, Marcus Peters. Looks like it's a variation, yellow border. Jared Allen, he was good when he played for Minnesota. Toe the line, Mike Evans with the Buccaneers. Very nice. Who's this guy? Hines Ward, but it's got a little right there in the center of the card. They're kind of goofy. Russell Wilson, scorecard, but the corners are a little dingy-dinged. Chris Harper, Prominence, 2013 rookie card. Never heard of you. Sorry, Chris. Who's this? Eric Stokes, Packers rookie card. Never heard of him. Andrea Davis. It's a Topps Chrome rookie card, Chrome refractor. Well, it doesn't say it. It's a refractor. Sometimes they sell them. Tony Simmons, Bowman Chrome refractor type card. Yeah, it says refractor there. Kaz Moyer, Andy Kaz-Moyer, Michael Bishop, the Rams from Edge. Team set title card, 1998 draft picks. And they put the print so small. Danny Jones. Here's a Pacific Omega. Robert Edwards, college. Card by New England. Oh, there's two cards there. They're both the same dude. Never mind. Rookie James Durantis from Score. Here's William Floyd, rookie card, supposedly, from 95 Pinnacle. Gary Stills, rookie card from Fleer Ultra. Michael Crabtree, star rookie, Michael Crabtree, I might add. Red Raiders. This got paper loss. Bryant Young's got some paper loss in there. Here's a nice plastic card from Collector's Edge. Here's a Bowman Chrome rookie card of Julian Peterson. Never heard of him. Chrome rookie of Jason Webster. Never heard of him. Own the Game. Topps Chrome Aaron Brooks. OG8. There's the card number. Skybox. The Promise. Raymond. Whatever. Harris. Raymond Harris. P7 of 14. J.R. Redmond. Topps rookie card. NFL draft pick. NFL Top Stars, Tony Simmons again. And it's numbered to 87.99. Wow, that's a pretty high number. But Troy Brown, Topps Chrome, Troy Brown. Anthony Smith, Topps Chrome. Malcolm Jenkins, sounds familiar, but Buckeyes from Ohio State went to the Saints. Tim Druckenmiller. That's the back of the card. Oh, there's the front. Showtime quarterback. That's cool looking. All gold and all. It's from Edge, so it makes it a plastic card. But it's a cool looking card. Too bad it's not like that. There you go. There's another stream name for whatnot. Cool looking cards of players you never heard of or something like that. Philip Buchanan. Kadarius Tony. Tony Kadarius. No, Kadarius Tony. Rookie card for the Giants. And that feels like it's plastic too. Oh, what? We got a Jerry Rice, but it's all boogered up on the corners. Look at that. That's like a 10-cent card now. Here's a cool looking Pacific Crown collection. Brad Johnson. That is cool. Pacific. That's a cool looking card. Whoop. But it's football. So, who's this? Aldrick Robinson. There's Redskins rookie. Panini Threads. Yeah, Redskins. Who's this? Luke Kuechly. Panini. Corners are muffed. All 3 of the 4 corners are muffed on Luke Kuechly. Muffed corners. Muffed corners. Here's a thick card. Museum collection. Jeremy Hill, running back. Not numbered or anything special, but it's a rookie card. Millennium collection. Lawrence Phillips. First quarter from Edge. Brandon Graham. Eagles. That's a Philly team, right? Mike Evans for the Bucks. There's another thick card. Zach Dysert. Prominence 2013. It's a thickie. Lindell White. Emmanuel Sanders, but the cards are muffed up. Brandon Marshall was good with the Bears. I think of the Broncos were the team he's with. Paper loss on the Bill Romanowski. Rams Steven Jackson, all muffed up. Donovan McNabb with the Skins. Here's a John Elway that's all muffed up. Jay Cutler. Nope, all muffed up. Lamar Miller, running back. Platinum, but it's all muffed up. Oh, let's see what else we got going on here. Yep. Yes, chill on my back. Come on, let's stay in pilot. Come on, pilot. That's one way to fix you. Got a huge chill on my back right now, so I got to fire up the old furnace. All right, who's this? Cordell Jones, rookie card. Mark Sanchez, New York Jets. Topps Platinum. Yeah, seen Joe. That's all muffed up. Fred Banks. All goofed up. Not even going to talk about him. Allen Robinson. Sam Bradford. Whatever happened to him? He's done, right? Marvin Jones Jr. Jamie Collins. Who's this big guy? Damn, he's huge. Danny Shelton, Cleveland defense, right? All Americans. Oh, there's an old 73 Topps. Gene Washington. It has got some issues, but someone might buy it for like a quarter or something. Pharaoh Cooper and Brandon Doherty, I guess. Dougherty. Tony Bennett, nope. Very well. Barrett Taylor, nope. Thomas, if I'm going to do Philly, I might as well got to do all Philly. Bill Romanowski, Seth Joyner. David Carr, all muffed up. Darryl Washington, 2013 certified. And Jeremy Macklin. Little muffed. In a dime box. I might want it just as a filler card. Here's another platinum, Mario Williams. Haywood Jeffries. Talk about every one of these cards. Find someone worth pulling, we'll do it. Arcades. James Joseph. Barry Foster. Dexter McNabb. Not Donovan McNabb. Gerald Riggs. I also pull Redskins for a Redskin collector. Clyde Simmons. Charles Mann. I gotta back up to the heater. Ooh, there's some heat on it. Ready? I'm going to ask my phone. What's the temperature in Williamstown, New Jersey right now? It says 43 degrees, but it's cold. It feels like it's 30. All right. More. Cornell Lake. I just looked at him as a Jet. Eric Allen, he's an Eagle. I already pulled that guy. Oh, I got Bowles. Because I'm putting the box together, right? So it's going to go visit Jim Harbaugh. Vinny Testaverde. I should pull a box just for quarterbacks. There's a whole bunch of quarterbacks in a row. Look at all of them. Todd Marinovich. Steve Bono. Mark Rippon. Chris Miller. Trent Dilfer. Marinovich. Bobby Hebert. Chris Miller. These are all quarterbacks. Marinovich again. Everett. Testaverde. Oh, now we're into tight ends. Bavaro. Novacek. Eric Green. Rick Jones. Running backs now. Wide receivers. All right. That's Sterling Sharp. Yep. Sterling Sharp. Eagles. Redskins. Gary Clark. Irving Fryer. That's Irving Fryer. That's the running back, right? What the heck was his name? Oh, John Taylor, receiver. Falcons, that's Andre Rison. Here's an Eagle, Victor Bailey. Victor Bailey again. Roger Ruzek. Here's Terrence Williams rookie card. Must have been important. Put him in plastic. No idea. All right, let's continue. Who's this guy? Don McNeil from Alabama. Whoa, that was messed up. Marcus Colston. Time I see it, I think of Elway, and it's not Elway, it's Maddox. Jason Campbell. Hung around a long time for being a crappy quarterback. Kajon Barner, running back. 2013 Prominence. Steve McNair. Willie Parker. I don't know. Willie Parker? Here's another Zach. Z-A-C-H. Zach Miller. Gridiron Gear from Dunruss. So I've been setting these all aside this year, football. Just a couple years of football. I've been just setting them all aside. This is the one. This is from 89. Which is, I think it's a pretty cool design with the stripes. With the stripes on the side like that. Gives you a whole bunch of it's not overcrowding the border. The photos are a lot. You get a lot really good, clear photos of the players, which is cool. Brad Muster. Rest in peace, Kevin Green, Hall of Famer. Ellard. Frank Minifield. So these will go right over there, and there's a stack of them. Apparently, there's a whole stack. You just look down the side and you see the stripes. So just setting them off to the side. I do have some in my store. There's Eric Dickerson and Herschel Walker. Brian surveys the scene. We'll put those there. Little box cards. Shout out to RJ Collect Sets. He gets all excited about them. Oh, here's more. Marcus Allen. So I might even be able to put a whole set together here. I don't know. But they're also notorious for wax. I even got wax on. Here's another one with some wax. See a little bit right there. Oh, look. More wax. Oh, look. More wax. Stainage. More wax. Stainage. And why is this one different? Why is this white back? That's traded. 107. Courtney Hall traded. Or traded that. That's why. But yeah. Wax. Apparently is a killer. All right. So we're just going to put these in here. This whole stack of this. Give me Testa Verde. I don't know if they're in order right now. I'm screwing the order up if they are. So be it. I'm going to put these. No. No, these got to be in the 3 so here's what it is. Ah. I'm just rearranging this other box of keeper cards. I'm going to get one whole row out of that. Good enough. Good enough. All right. The minis. Who cares? Bob Boone, Checklist, Charlie Hough, George Bell, Sutcliffe, Mike Scott, Kevin Seitzer, Larry Sheets in the pants. I guess Sheets' pants. Benito Santiago. That goes in the Who Cares pile. So right here on the side of that box. And I collect the books. Can go in the Who Cares pile. This one's all dirty and like shouldn't be red. These things, but they're sealed. Still got the original seal. $2.19 sticker. Yeah, they came from the same place. They both have a $2.19 sticker on them. You're like, it's hard to read because it's not focusing. There you go. And you can only open one end, so apparently doesn't feel like it's completed. But why has it got the tape? Why has it got the? Still have the original stuff, but in the bottoms are sealed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Must be 12 different ones. Buy all 3 boxes to complete your 90 Premier set. This box contains books of facts, figures, and photos on 12 of the hottest NFL players. So these 2 are the same. Who's supposedly in here? Freya Lake, Warren Moon, Jim Everett, Jeff George, Shane Conlon, Carl Banks, Charles Mann, Anthony Munoz, Hall of Famer, Dan Hampton, Michael Dean Parry. I'm not sure if he's in the Hall of Fame. Joey Browner and Ken O'Brien. Now, I'll put them in this box. And then we've got Toys R Us, 33 super glossy cards, baseball, rookies. From Topps, who's in here? Benziger, Brower, Brown, Bice. These are rookies. So who's the big name? Ken Caminetti, David Cohn, Mike Greenwell, Fred McGriff's in here. Mark McGuire's in here. And that's it. Think about Billy Ripken in here. But some big names in here. They don't appear to have been opened. They all appear to be there. So card number 1 is Benziger. There he is. card number 2 is Brower, then Jerry Brown, right? Then Bice, Burks, Caminetti, Canali, yeah. Cone, Downs, and Dunn. Cone, Downs, and Dunn. Gearhart, Greenwell, Henneman, and Horn. Gearhart, Greenwell, Henneman, Horn. McGreen, Manrique, Marzano, and McGriff. McGreen, Manrique, Marzano, and McGriff. McGuire, Musselman, Myers, and Noakes. McGuire, Musselman, Myers, and Noakes. Looking good. Pedrique, Polonia, Ripken, and Santiago. Pedrique, Polonia, Ripken, and Santiago. Seitzer, Smiley, Stanley. Seitzer, Smiley, Stanley. Steinbach, Searhoff, Thigpen. And then Devon White. That's it. That's it. Complete. And complete. So there you go. Very much completed. So we'll just drop them over in yonder box. There you go. They're sealed up. Put them in this box as well. And there we go. Oh, they. No. And normally I go through these obviously quicker by myself without all the chit chat going on. What's next? Well, so this now becomes the junk. We'll call it the junk box. Right? So that's where all the scrap goes now. Oh, and they just fell over on their own. Stop it. There we go. Good enough. Right. These will go over in the keeper boxes. Yes, right? Very nice. Very nice. All right. I move my drink. Got to move some binders. Stay. All right. Oh, another binder got to be moved. Okay, there. All right. The next box is a big box, so we're going to have to really do some rearranging from there. Go. All right. Go home for you for now. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Keepers, trash. Eagle. Redskins. And I guess I can promise for that. All right, the next box is going to be real easy because I peeked in it prior when I was rearranging stuff to get set up to do my live stream. And I'm like, what are these boxes over here? And what am I going to do with them? And I thought, well, they need to be sorted out. But basically, this box here, it's got it's not full, but here's an 86 Leaf Jim Rice, 86 Leaf Dave Parker. So some tell me I must have saw these somewhere and put them in this box already because they're, other than like this is a parallel, right? It's the Leaf Black Gold or something like that. Gold Leaf, they call them. Here's a McGuire, Strawberry, Boggs, Martinez, Brett, McGriff, Trammell, Strawberry, Clark, Larkin, Yount, Schmaltz, Oliverud, Eckersley, Alomar, Murphy, and then we got some more of the gold. All right. Very nice. Series 2 Gold Edition. Series 2, Series 1, Series 1, Series 2. So obviously these will go in the keeper box. Then we've got, Big Mac. We got some more of these. Okay. And so all these are Hall of Very Goods or, Hall of Famers, fan favorites. Maybe should be in the halls. And we've got 1980 Topps Pete Rose gets a record 10th season of career with 200 or more hits. And some more highlights from 1979 on the 80 Topps set is Brock and Yaz enter 3,000 hit circle during the 79 campaign. So they each had 3,000 hits each. That's pretty nice accomplishment. Tigers team with Sparky, Orioles team with Earl, Sparky again. Here's Rod Carew. Yeah, that's really badly cut. Look at that one. Cut on that. Jeez Louise. Joe Morgan. Yaz. Fingers. Hernandez and Lynn. Here's Jeff Kent, Flair Lumber Company. And here's team leaders, Jeff Kent and Derek Lowe. Watch that. And then over here, we've got a whole bunch of these game pieces or propaganda. So you get one run. I think the thing is to gather up a certain amount of runs and mail in, right? All-Star Baseball Game bonus prize. Collect 25 runs. Grand prize sweepstakes. Win one of 3 trips for four people to games 1 and 2 or 3 and 4 of the 1985 World Series. Or be an instant winner of one of 20,000 baseball batting gloves. So there you go. Bonus prize. Collect 25 runs and choose one of 8 all new 1984 All-Star Collector's Edition 5-card set plus automatically be entered into the grand prize sweepstakes. So you can enter both with one 25-card collection, I guess. But anyway, do I have enough? I've got 1, 2, 3. That's 6 there. There's 3. So I have a grand slam. Oh, there is a grand slam. There's 4 runs. Back to 1. Back to 1. 4, 4, 5. 5. Amazing. There. So Ralph, we're going to go to 5. There's 15. There's another 20, so that's 35 plus 4 is 39. 42, 51, 54, 60, 65 runs here. So I have enough to mail in for 2 sets of those cards that we talked about. And it looks like this whole box here, the rest of this box, all 3 rows, move over, looks like they're all going to be gold winners. Like, oh, but I'm thinking I put a gold winner set together already. So these might all just be dupes. You grab one here and just pull out anyone. You can see it's the gold, but it's the winner. Now the ones that don't say winner are the first print runs, and they were issued in packs of cards. Now that would be a set to try to put together. But we go all the way to the back. There we go. Are these cards in numerical order? Hopefully they are. 775, 774, 773, 772, 772. No 771, so it must be someone important. 771 because 77 is only Sid Breen. 69. 68, 67, 66, 65. 64, is there? Nope, 63. So who knows where the missing cards are? I don't know. What is this? That's a Dave Winfield. He's 779 or 792. Interesting. All right, 775, 775. Okay, so we're all caught up there. 792 is Dave Winfield gold. All the way in the back. All the way in the back. Last card in the set. So that's another keeper box. I'm not going to transplant them into anywhere. They'll just go there. And I know we didn't get to see a whole bunch of stuff, guys. I don't know if we've ever looked into this box or not. I don't think we did. So here's some stuff. This looks like it's an autograph of Tommy Houston. It looks like it's an autograph. Maybe someone TTM'd him. That looks legit. But what do I know? It might be a TTM or an in-person. Here's one of Tracy Leslie. That's wearing off a little bit because they didn't use a Sharpie, they just used a marker. Who's this? Ewa Lawrence. Billiards. But it's sealed. It's got a seal on it from Sports Kings. So I don't know what the dealio is with that. Maybe it's a mail-in. Maybe it's a mail-in card. I don't know. Here's Stadium Club. Medallion, right? Should be the Nolan Ryan one. Charter member. Yeah, it says Nolan. It says Nolan Ryan right on the box. And sure enough, it's the Nolan Ryan. Ready? It's got some weight to it. Don't know if it's brass or not. Bronze. The bronze. The bronze. The Knight Rider. The bronze always ruins. They're fun. Anyway, that's that. That's cool. I have one of these somewhere. Now I got another one. Might have more than just two, too. From collections I buy over time. But anyhow. 1981 cello pack. It's got Jerry Augustine on the front. And who's on the back? Bruce Benedict. Benedict Arnold. Here's a 87 cello pack. It's got a $2 price tag with Michael Jack Schmidt on the front. And a checklist on the back. Very nice. Aaron Judge. And what are these? Secretariat. Some Panini Golden Age cards. Three Stooges. Nice. So let's put them somewhere. Yeah, we may have. I know I've looked at this before. 69. I have other ones of these upstairs. And why this one's in here? Because it's Bob Feller, I guess. Cleveland Indians, Bob Feller. The original Snap Tight sports card holder. But it's that's a pin, lapel pin or something. Cal Ripken, full set of whatever, Cal Ripken trading cards. 80 full color cards. And maybe these are them, I don't know. These are loose ones. Some of them are chromed up, and some of them are not chromed up. So I don't know how they work that out. Which cards get chromed, which ones don't. And more chrome, foil, whatever, chrome, foil. Let's call it, not chrome. No idea. There they are, Cal Ripkins. And No Escape from the Brute. Oh, this is Hulk, Incredible Hulk cards on sports. And apparently there's 2 of them in this box. This is card number 1. This is card number 43. So maybe it's a set, or they're working on it. Someone's working on a set. Yeah. Here's some Batman holograms. 3D at that, too, if you look at them. Mysteries multiplied. I don't know. It's, Batman Hollow something from Skybox. Here's another one with some Joker's chick in there. And Hollow something checklist cards there. I don't know. We're asking the wrong man the wrong question. How about 72 checklist that is not checked, and it's not in the penny sleeve either. Hold the phone. I thought I saw penny sleeves down there. I thought I saw a whole bunch of them. It was in a box. I said. Dang it. Well, I don't know where they are now. They're not right handy anyway, so I guess we're just stuck. But we got a 75 tops. There's a 75 highlights of Mike Marshall. 71 Johnny Briggs. That's in really good shape. Billy Champion's got a little in the corner there, but not all shipping, but it does have a left corner. OPG Bump Wills. This looks like an OPG. Yep, OPG. Vada Blue. Phillies 77 team checklist. Unmarked. Here's 2 Hall of Famers on here. Jim Palmer and Catfish Hunter. 79, I believe. Yep. 79 tops. More 75. Max Scarce. 75. Dick Ruthven. Ollie Brown. Terry Harmon. So you can tell whoever got this off of was a local person, because it's all Philly stuff, looks like. He came to one of my Little League banquets when I was a kid. Terry Harmon did. A couple guys did. One year, I think it was my senior year, yeah. Richie Aspern showed up. Greg Lazinski, 73 tops, 72 tops. Terry Harmon, he came. Terry Harmon, yeah, same guy. Terry Harmon came. 71, Jared Brown, Mike Ryan. 70, Orioles, Mike Cuellar. There's a Yankees, 1970 tops. Yankees has got a creased corner. Doyers team, 411. There's a Yankee. 399, 411. Kansas City Royals, 422. Houston Astros, 448. So maybe they put the team checklist all towards the end of the set. I don't know. 24 is Dick Selma, pitcher for the Phillies. Ken Walters, Phillies, 62 tops. Paul Brown, 73 tops, 73s. These are not in sleeves. Got some kind of fungus going on the wall out there in center field. Earl Weaver. more 75s, 72s, Jose Cruz, Sr. Here's a nice, semi-nice Tony Oliva in the batting cage with the helmet on. Pretty cool. 79, Concepcion. 78, Concepcion. 73, Hall of Famer Dick Williams. Here's a 74, Greg Nettles. 78, Earl Weaver. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of Earl Weavers from 78 Tops. 78 Tops. Red Sox manager Don Zimmer, Popeye. And 78 Braves manager Bobby Cox. What a few of each of those. 74 Tops Juan Benitez. 74 Tops Doyers. 74 Ivan Merle of the San Diego Padres, not the Washington Nationals. And here's a Mike Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Yeah, this popped a lot of oldies. Wow. Relatively speaking, oldies. About 74 rookies. Frank Tavares. Crossover Parallel. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Now, this one is the corrected version. So it says, what did it say in the other one? I think it said Washington there, because this was the year that they printed Washington on the Padres cards, because they were supposed to go to Washington and then they never did. Don't know what happened with it, why it was nixed. Maybe the league said nixed 9 verboten, but it would say Washington NTL, like apostrophe LG, something like that. A bunch of 74s here. Matter of fact, while we're looking at this, back 74. Do we see Dick Allen in here? Yeah, it looks like Dick Allen right there, second from the front. Looks like Dick Allen. Hard to see because it's not focusing. I think that's him. Low Roller Scratcher, what's up? How you guys doing today? Staying warm, I hope, man. I just have to turn my heat back on here because it's so started getting really cold. First it was so hot. Then it started getting cold. More 74 Tops. Jerry Kuzman. Very famous rookie card for Jerry Kuzman. How about a Dusty Baker? Very nice. A bunch more 74s. Larry Boa. Buddy Bell. Greg Nettles. Cubs always had those kind of pitchers with just the floating heads. Wing Twitchell. The 76 Tops mixed in here. Yep, 76 Tops. 74s. 77, Billy Martin. San Diego Padres, not Washington. The 72 Cubs had variations too. Maybe we'll come across some. We can't just mess. Move my mouse here because I got notification per eBay store link in your video description. What's that? You should put eBay link in your video description. Yeah, I should. You're right. I used to have it scrolling along the bottom here. I just took it off. Yeah, I should include that. But it's all right. It takes a lot to get set up for the show now as it is, because they want you to set up your stream on YouTube now. The way you got to set it up, they just make you go through a little bit more hoops. How about it? Tony Perez, 72 tops. Keith Hernandez, 76 tops, right? Yep. 79 tops, or 77. 77 tops rookie. Scotty McGregor, 72, 72, 72, 72, 72. Oakland Athletics really cut off there. This looks like a high number just because of the way the photo looks. You see it kind of shaded, shadowed there. It's like it was airbrushed. Part of his head looks like his whole face was airbrushed. Let's see if it's a high number. Nope, it's a mid-grade 400. But even the 400s were a little goofy looking. Like this one here. This is in bad shape, but 521. So semi-high. I can sort of pick out the higher numbers. Some of them are a little tricky. Like this Bernie Allen. I think it's a semi-high number, but it's tricky because it looks like a regular card. Yeah, 644. Bill Lee. Mo Dabrowski. How about some Dave Bristol? Marty Martinez. Rick Wise. We're into 74 again with the Sillies. Danny Ozark. Who are his coaches? Ray Ripplemeyer. Bobby Wine. Carol Berenger. And Billy DeMars. The Angels team. Davey Lopes. More San Diego Padres. Cardinals team. Rookie outfielders. Got Ed Armbrister. Brian Downing. Bake McBride. Gene Mott. One of the losingest coaches in MLB. Wilbur Wood and Ron Braun, 74 tops. How about some 75 tops? That one looks nice. That one's not so nice. Not so nice. Not so nice. That one's got an issue there. Back to 79 tops now. Phillies team pitcher. Where's Michael Jack Schmidt? I think he's up there in the corner. Why is he way up there? 79. Yeah, I think he's way up in the corner. Can't tell with a magnifying glass. Dave Concepcion's. Len Barker. And some checklist cards. Oh, marked off. Look at that. Mark, check. Oh, there's one that's not checked. Not checked. Ooh, only a few were marked. Very nice. How about, do you own any silver or gold coins? I do, but not a whole bunch. I bid on some. At an auction house. Data Auctions, because they do all kinds of stuff. They don't just do cards. They'll do coins. They'll do whatever you got. Just like any other auction house. I get it. But they, I bid in early. Like they do like a 20-day auction. So they put the stuffs out, put the lots out, right? They put the lots out. And I bid on just simple stuff like some Buffalo nickels, you know, the books, right? Some Buffalo nickel books and a book of some old silver quarters. And they had like Walking Liberty dollars and, you know, all this other very nice silver. There was one gold coin in there. I think it was like a gold, wasn't a dollar. I think it was like a gold nickel or a dime or something. It was gold. And everything was so expensive, hundreds of dollars. Gold is $4,500 per ounce. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Um, but someone sold off like all their silver. This was all silver. One gold piece was in there. Coins, silver coins. And people are paying hundreds and thousands of dollars for all this silver. I'm here like, well, yeah, I'll bid $50 on that. That's cool. You get a book, with like, I think I had like 11, wasn't even full, just had like 11 different dated silver quarters in. I'm like, I'll bid on that. And so it's $25 or whatever. Yeah, why not? Dude, I got crushed. Yeah, $80 an ounce. Yeah, I hear you. I have some silver, but it's in coins. It's not a lot. What we do is our family, we have a tradition. So every New Year, you put out some silver coins. It doesn't have to be silver, but you put out silver coins. And this was a tradition from my father-in-law. He used to do that, and he told me about it. And so you put it out so that you always have money coming into your house for the next year. That was kind of their thing. So I adopted that for my family, and we do that every year. Put out some silver coins overnight, and then pick them up in the morning. So we've been doing that, God, almost ever since we were married. Obviously, when we lived in Germany, we didn't do it, but for quite a long time, we did it. At least ever since my kids were born, about 40 years worth. Shortly after, my one son was born in Germany. So like I said, we didn't do it in Germany, but pretty much we've done it everywhere that we lived. It was, it's a family tradition now. I got my one son's doing it now too. But I always bug him. I make sure you got that, because I gave him the silver. I'm like, here, put this silver out, overnight. This is a nice looking Jose Cardinal, like centering wise too. That would probably grade high. Nice. John Matlack, off center. Wilbur Woods got some issues, corner issues. Delonte. I don't do a lot of grading in cards, but sometimes I come across a card and I'm like, man, that would look nice graded. I wonder how that would come back. 74 Thompson Phillies. So like I talked about earlier, putting the Phillies box together, I got a lot of Phillies that I just went through. Some Jim Rice, 77 Topps, Keith Hernandez, Garrett Carter, Dewey Evans, Ferguson Jenkins. Lou Brockle's got a huge crease right there. Huge. Lou Piniella, that is not a Burger King card. There's the floating head. Cubs again. Let's see, who can we tell? Who can we identify? Well, we see Ernie Banks. Ernie Banks is right down here. Jose Cardinal's up there with that big fro. Rick Monday is next to him. That's Bill Madlock, Mad Dog right there. Manny Trio right there. Mick Kelleher's there. Randy Hundley. That's one of the Russo brothers, Rick Russo or Paul maybe, because he wears the glasses. I can recognize that. That's a Russo too. That's not Russo. That's one. I don't know who that is with the big throw up top there. But that's Cardinal. That might be a Cruz, Jose Cruz Jr. And I'm not even a Cubs fan, and I can recognize these guys. Herman Franks is their manager. I don't know who their other coaches are there, because they're old geezers. This year I'm going to look into doing the card shows, but man, I'm not even organized yet. I've literally got like 50 cards set up in, 2-row boxes with like 50 cards, and I got like 4 boxes set up for prices from like $1, $2, $3, $4. And then anything over $4, would be priced as marked, I guess. Don Zimmer with the Red Sox. There's Bill Lee right there. I guess he couldn't make it that day for the team photo, Spaceman, or he was just all spaced out. Looks like Mike Torres there. Might be Yaz again up there. I don't know. And there's Jim Rice on the end. Jim Rice right there above my thumb. Fred Lynn joined them when? I don't remember. Oh, look on the back. Is there a Fred Lynn card? Yes, there is. Fred Lynn. So that guy's right there sitting above my fingernail is Fred Lynn. You just pick out certain guys. Looks like Bernie Carbo there. Right there above my fingernail. Not that guy. That guy. Third one over. Second from. Now let's see if there's a Carbo. No, there is no Bernie Carbo. Sorry. Who is that? Not Burleson. Don't know. There's Keith Hernandez again, a Robin Yacht, laying down an old dragster there, a bump. Pop Stargell, Schmitty and Nettles. Bert Blyleven, Rolly, Fancy Mustache Fingers. Dewey Evans, that might have been Dewey Evans. Jim Rice. Guidry, here's a 72 Thompson Carver, 75 Boa, 75 Boone. Darren Johnson came up as a Yankee. There's a Richie Allen. Rest in peace, Dick Allen, new Hall of Famer. Congratulations on that, even though you didn't live to see it. Setting for yard sale is free. You should do it again. Yeah, but you got to have traffic. And I got like a couple people come by on the town-wide yard sale and made one sale. Then I set up down the road. The customer base isn't there. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you got to do a flea market, even though I had advertised it, cards, like people just stop by and look and just no one bought. One guy gave me $1 for a card out in my driveway because he probably felt bad for me sitting there, not making any sales. But I tried to give it to him for free and he wouldn't take it for free. There's an All-Star. That's a cool with the All-Star shield. Greg Lazinski, the Bull. Here's Johnny Callison. Says Cubs. He was a Philly. He was a Cub. Went to Bakersfield, Indianapolis, Chicago, Indianapolis, Philadelphia for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years in Philadelphia, and then went back to the Cubs. Born in 1939. I have to go to the flea market and I got to bump into the one guy and ask him if I could just set up with him because he gets a lot of foot traffic, and I'll just pay half the price of his thing. And he sells mostly modern stuff. I've got old stuff that I can sell. That's a nice looking Larry Heisel. Does have some corner issues on two corners. Ferguson Jenkins, Phil Necro. There's George Brett and the 77 Topps All-Star. There's batting leaders, Brett and Madlock, Mad Dog. All-Star, Joe Morgan. All-Star Vada Blue. Here's a 63 Pumpsy Green. Pumpsy Green, that's his name, Pumpsy. 74 All-Stars, second baseman, Ron Santo and Brooks Robinson. Strikeout leaders for 75, but this is a 76 Topps. Has Tom Seaver on it anyway. Victory leaders for 77 Topps is Palmer and Randy Jones. Turn back the clock 10 years ago in 1967. Yaz won the Triple Crown. Len Barker. Here's a Carlton Fisk. And there's a Stretch. Willie McCoy. Dude was a big dude. 6'4", 210 pounds. Patch left through left, signing the Giants in 1955. Prior to draft, signed as a free agent, born January 10th, 1938, Mobile, Alabama. Home, San Francisco, California. Mobile, Alabama. Alabama. My 1-year anniversary was January 1st. That was my first day. So, yeah. Ferguson Jenkins again. There's the Cobra. Dennis Eckersley. The Brett brothers. Conspiring what they're going to do after baseball. And they're going to start the Brett Bat Company and make wooden baseball bats. Fingers again. There's a nice Rod Carew. And Nettles. Aparicio. It's got some kind of tape stain or something up there. It's all brown and shit. Maybe it just set out at the flea market too long. Don't know. Smoker's been in a smoker's house. I don't know. House fire. Yeah, who knows? Danny Ozark, now and then pitcher, except it's as a manager and a player. Greg Lazinski from 73 Tops. 76 Tops. Yep. 76 is a tough year for me for some reason. 74 Tops. '72 Tops. Famous Amos Otis, but not the famous Amos Cookie Company. George Foster. Gaylord. Joseph Torrey. Rudy Meoli. Randy Lersch. Billy Grabarkowitz. Billy G, I'm sure they just call him the G-Man or something. Danny Ozark. Morse, Danny Ozark at 75. There's a Phillies unchecked but water-stained checklist. 79 Phillies. 78 Phillies, but it looks like it got wet. Water stainage. Something going on here. I see something there. Not good on the card. And there's another one, but it probably got wet too. Not from the same collection. They all probably came from the same collection. Oh, let's see. These are 79 or what? I think they're 79 Tops. $30. This guy must have worked at the Topps factory to get 30 of these from that year. That's a ton. Alrighty then. Put these in the box. And I think I'm thinning. We're gonna end this here. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting mighty powerful hungry. So, yeah, I want to thank everyone for stopping by, checking out my live stream. One of these days, I'm just going to bring out a box that I've already kind of put together as cards that I sorted and let you guys look at that. What are those? Those are, they've been sorted already. Anyway, guys, let's switch the camera back around so you can see my ugly mug. Ugly muggly. Boom, there we go. Oh my God, look at him. Holy moly. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. I'm hungry. I got to eat, and it's already 5:42. We've been doing this for almost 2 hours, I'm thinking. I started just after 4 o'clock, so not quite, but over an hour and a half. And I didn't get anything done. Really, I get more done when I don't have to communicate, talk, tell the story of the card, or explain, oh yeah, this came from here, I remember this, or tell the story that reminds me of something about the Terry Harmon coming to my book. And I've said that before on my channel anyway. But that's what these cards are too. They're memories. They bring back memories. They jog something that brings out the story, maybe not behind the card, but that may be related to that particular player, an experience you had, mostly as kids, as children. We idolized ball players. We did. And maybe not so much as adults. We tempered that down to where we're just a fan now. But as kids, you lived to watch that game, watch that guy play. You had your special guy. And I was always a Yankee guy. And my guy with the Yankees, I was named after Mantle. I never got to see Mantle play, all right, as a kid. The only thing I've seen was old newsreels and, shows, programs that talked about Mantle and showed Mantle, like they had home run derby things that they used to. Well, go ahead and order it. I'm finishing up here. Order it, and I'll go get it. And yeah, when I go get it, you can start making my dinner. And so yeah, now we just tempered that down. But the cards have a story. They usually jog a memory or something like that, which is cool. And then we get to share that with people here. And I always have an open mic here on the StreamYards for people to come in and you want to show your cards and tell a story, whatever. You want to chit chat, you want to talk baseball, you want to talk eBay, you want to talk whatever. We can do that. I got no problem with it, really. It makes my time go faster because when I sit and have to do these, it gets boring. It's dragging me out. I don't have those stories to share with you guys because you're not here. It's just me and the boxes, and to me, it's more like a job. I got to get through this so I can empty out my storage unit, which went up to over $300 a month now. So I got to get them out. I can get them back in here, but I want to separate all this stuff first. I got a little bit more to do in here. I got to move that stuff. That stuff comes over here. That stuff goes over there. And what I mean by it is, I'll show you real quick. We'll change the camera one more time. Camera Aziz. Booyah Kasha. There we go. All right. So, hope no one gets dizzy. So that all in the corner there, don't mind this stuff here. That's on the dolly. That gets moved. So that one stack that I was working on was right there. I stacked them. They came from those three stacks there. I've got it almost done there. By the end of the day, I'm going to have those all moved out, put over here. But all those ones there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 stacks. And plus all those mailbox. There's 14 of the little 800 count box cases that hold 12 800 count boxes. They all got to come over here. And then when I get all that straightened out, the storage unit, I can pack in on this, and it's a lot. There's going to be a lot. Can be packed in on this whole half. I'll point it here. From the doorway down, because there's only going to be enough for a walkway. That's it. Once I get that unit empty, it's going to be like it was before. It'll be like this. Walking down, the Indiana Jones, the government warehouse, looking for the Grail, Of course, for the Holy Grail. That's why I want to keep all the Grail cards which are not grill cards, but they're cards that can go in my store on this side of the garage. The rest can be filtered out another day, another way. Okay. All right. Anyway, well, now the camera doesn't want to cooperate. So point it over that way. Let's see the mess. You can see the mess. Anyway. All right. Anyway, guys, that's good enough. Let's get out of here. Let's change cameras back. Say our goodbyes real quick. There we are. All right. See my ugly mug one more time for today. Peace, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next one. Boomslang signing out. How much money did you make on YouTube? No, I think I got one check. I just looked. I only had, so for last year, I only had 1,000 and like less than 1,050 view hours. You're going to have 3,000 view hours. So I didn't live stream enough. I have to live stream a lot, a couple times a week probably, to maintain that 3,000 hours. I have been paid in the past. They've cut me a check, but it's not much. It's like, I'll get a W-2 from them, right? Or 1099, whatever I get from them. I'll get a thing that says how much I made from them. A couple $100, that's all. So now eBay, I've made just under like $6,500 on eBay selling cards this year. Not bad. If I increase my store, obviously I'll make more, but it also costs more. So, you know, it is what it is. If I go higher, it's like $25 or $27 a month now. If I go higher, it jumps up to like $60 to go to 60,000 cards, I think it is. Then that's a lot of work too. And I don't know if I'd want to spend time doing that and doing card shows and doing flea markets in between the card shows and still packing up cards, because right now I'm not overwhelmed with orders. Like if you guys know anything about the Dollar Box, that's the name of their YouTube channel and also his eBay store. Adam over at the Dollar Box has got 2 stores now, almost filled all the way up. And one was at the max, and it was cheaper for him to start a second store than to continue going past that, because then it gets into the thousands of dollars a year for your store. He would do some live streaming about talking about orders and stuff like that. And yeah, it's my retirement. I don't want to work full time doing this. Yeah, I get up in the morning. I got some orders from overnight. Bang. Today, I think I may have one more sale today. Let's check. Yeah, I have one more sale, and it's a 2006 Topps number 16 Johnny Bench. It's all for $1.79. I mean, I don't overprice my cards. Here, ready? $15. Let's go. What's this? Oh, right here. Share my screen, right? Oh, extra cameras. What's extra camera give me? Share my screen. Okay. Does it require 2 monitors? No. eBay. Right here. I'm going to share my eBay. All right. So now you guys can see what I'm seeing at. That's what I sold today. Blow it up for you. Move it around, whatever. I sold this Johnny Bench, right? And this is a regular customer of mine. This guy spent a lot of money at my store, this Gordon guy. I have 20 available, $1.79. So with taxes, $1.92. This Gordon guy, ready? He spent $68 at my store. He's had 30 orders. Yeah, single card here, single card there. But still not bad. He spends a lot of money in my store. So, you know, good for him. And as long as he's happy, I'm happy, you know. Now, what we can do is we can go here, because Orders. This year or last year, this year, and then we just go all orders. It's last year. What am I doing? It's last year. We're already in the new year. Last year. Okay. All orders last year. $6,775 is what I made. What I made, but not what I netted. What I netted was probably half of that, because they charge a percentage, and I do free shipping on everything. I don't charge any shipping, so I may have netted $4 or $5 grand out of that, maybe. I don't know. I won't know until I get my thing, because the money goes right into my bank and I never see it. I just don't see it. I don't pay attention to it. It goes into my bank and it goes out for whatever bills. Because I've already invested a lot of money into my company, so now it just goes out and pays whatever bills I have, like storage. All right, so let's get out of this. Let's go orders. Let's go 90 days. And awaiting shipment. Give me one card. There we go. So we got one card awaiting shipment. Back to StreamYards, and I don't know how I stopped sharing my screen, but remove. There we go. And so that's it. Hey, Red Light, what's going on? Can I post a link to my eBay store? Sure, I got it right here. And everybody that buys something from me, I send a little flyer along too. Let's go here. And let's go here. Let's go here. We'll do copy. And then come back to StreamYards. And we'll go post right here. Paste. There you go. That should get you there. It's just Boom's Card Warehouse. Whether you got to do the .com, .store warehouse, whatever. But anyway, yeah, I do have some. I think the most expensive card I sold this year was $100. That's it. And it was a limited numbered 10 of 10 Chipper Jones card. I put a $100 price tag on it. It sold within hours. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, check it out. You guys, my email, by the way, so you don't have to go through the eBay. If you want to just come to me directly, my email is in my About tab on my YouTube channel. So let's go here. Let's bring up another YouTube. All right, if you go to my YouTube, go to my store, right, or my YouTube channel, and then there should be an About tab, right? Yeah, so it's, where's my About tab? There used to be an About tab. Interesting, they have changed some stuff. But if you go to where it says, hi, everyone, please take the time to like, subscribe, and where you go down to more, where it has the word more out towards the end of my icon, almost in the center of the page, you click on the more, and underneath my little description there is my email address. Email address and my PayPal, but I don't really use PayPal anymore. So there you go. So there's my email. You can email me, put something in the description about cards, what you're interested in, and we can bypass all this eBay stuff, and I put a little bit more in my pocket too, So that's the idea of putting, doing a flea market, splitting the cost of this little site, and of course doing card shows, and you got to pay for your table, but you deal in cash mostly at those. I know I pay a lot of cash for stuff when I pay all cash when I go to card shows. I don't say, well, yeah, here's my PayPal or da 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 da. You know. Oh, okay, you got 4,000 hours. Okay, yeah. Well, maybe I don't know what I saw earlier. Then I saw something that said it was only over 1,000. Said something about the last 12 months, but anyway, yeah, I, I, I started doing gaming again because I enjoy playing games, but the whole eBay thing was taken away from that, and I like the game, so I want a game, and I do it. Let me do that. Stop that screen. I don't know. Stop that screen. Remove it. I don't know. Yep. So yeah. Listen, unless you got 1 million or 20 million subscribers and you get a ton of views, you're not getting anything off of YouTube. I remember getting a couple $100 checks. They won't send you a check until it's over $100, till your ad is over $100. So I've only gotten a couple checks from them. It is what it is. And besides doing gaming again, I've actually picked up a few more subscribers to my channel. So because I do gaming videos, or I started back doing it. I've got over 1,600 videos, and I have some that I never posted that I just went back and started deleting them. You know, gaming videos. So, you know, total videos on my channel or live streams, whatever's, well, it says videos, so it's like over 1,600. I smell gas, but it lit. It's burning. It smells funny. All right. Yep. Red light. Catch you later. I got to run too. Guys. We're almost on 2 hours. I don't think there's anything else. Not really. I'll try to do more of these. Go back to tricks. Maybe one a week at least. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe more. I don't mind sharing the cards. I don't care. But there is going to come a point when you guys have seen everything that I have, even though I've got all this. The rest of it's just junky cards. You know, I haven't been out buying cards lately at all. You know, my buddy Jeff keeps, asking me if I'm going to go to this card show. Am I going to go to this? Jeff Airtime, which he'll probably be watching this later on. If he hasn't been lurking in the background or fell asleep coming home from work and fell asleep during my live stream. But old guys, they need naps, Jeff. But anyway, and also, I've been thinking, I've been thinning. I still have a couple shirts left. I think I'm gonna do up a couple shirts with my eBay store, like logo on them. I still have some shirts. I just did a shirt up. It didn't turn out all that great. I did a shirt up for someone that I promised them that I'd make for them like 2 years ago, and I still haven't made one for the other person. The other person is Pepino Man. I haven't made the shirt for Pepino Man. They wanted it by it was in 2023, and they wanted it for like the 2024 national to wear to the national, and I finally got one of them done up, but I didn't know about ChatGPT and his AI stuff. So now I can make things using the AI that I can then heat transfer. So I just made one the other day. I had the one piece of paper left over. What did I do with it? It might be I know it's ready. Oh, right here it is. It's gonna be hard to see. It's gonna be hard to see because I've already done the transfer. And in order to do the transfer, you gotta do everything backwards. So it says, I like my cards like I like my women thick. So there's a YouTuber that uses that statement from time to time. And it was very hard to come up with, because they don't like to use exact images. So I have to use something that looks similar. So it's a Pirates card. So he's a Roberto Clemente fan. I got it to say something like Pirates there. Then I had to have it come up with some kind of a relic, right? So I gave it a black, white, and yellow relic inside there. And the bat knob was off the screen a little bit. And I said, no, put the knob on the screen and put a number 21 on it. And it did. So it was like, I like it. It gave me the Pirates uniform and the Pirates hat. I had to do a little airbrushing up here to get the Pirates because it never spells everything right. You know, never. I've done things and it's so frustrating too, that ChatGPT 2.5, whatever it is, or 5.2, whatever it is I got, I pay them for it monthly, and they can't give me exactly what I want. However, I have been getting nice thumbnails, but you got to tweak the thumbnails too, you know. So if you check out when I started using ChatGPT, and I finally said, you know what, I can start using this to make my own thumbnails for my YouTube channel. And that's what I've been doing. So that's where all those neat thumbnails are coming from now that I've been putting up there. And they're more catchy to catch people's eyes rather than just a picture of, you know, me, whatever, standing there with my thumb up my butt. Anyway, guys, it's been over 2 hours. Appreciate everyone stopping by, commenting, liking, and you've already been subscribed or you wouldn't be here. Peace out. I got to run to the store. I got to pick up some cheese. American cheese, and I'm having hamburgers tonight. My wife's like, well, you know, you're gonna be out of cheese, so I had her order the cheese while I was here chit-chatting 5 minutes ago. Got around to the store and grabbed the cheese and come back and have my dinner. It's already 6 o'clock. So yeah, peace out, everyone. We'll see you guys later. Have a great week, and happy New Year. It's here, right? Just starting out. All right, we're out of here. Ending the stream. Enjoy the music. Or not. Just as end stream. There we go. We'll give you a 30-second outro. So that is my outro. Peace out, everyone.